The GenreVerse presents 13 Days of Terror. Hello there, this is Brandon Jones, aka Sir Jonesy from Breaking Geek Radio, the podcast. I understand that you're here so you can find a film recommendation for Halloween. Have I got a film for you? 1997's Event Horizon, starring Lawrence Fishburne and Sam Neill. This is a film that's a lot of fun. Why? I really like it because this is a film about a derelict vessel that a rescue team is sent out to find. This team is led by Lawrence Fishburne, and Sam Neill is the obligatory scientist that they're saddled with, and they have to take out to the ship to find out what the problem, what the deal is. It is funny because this plot and a lot of the visual language you'll see in something like Dead Space, which immediately made that game appealing and satisfying for me based on that alone. Spoilers for a movie that's quite that old, but this ship has been around. And by the time they get back to figuring out what's going on with this ship, it's kind of nuts. It's incredibly satisfying. I think my favorite thing about it, if I had to pick one thing, aside from the psychological terror that they show you, it makes space itself kind of scary. What it means to be spaced and sent out there. Like, you know, if you've seen Expanse, you know, you got quite a bit of folks being stuck out in space and seeing that. This is one of the first times I saw that as a kid, and talking about the biological and physiological effects that would have on you and having it visualized. And that's in addition to the psychological horror and the physical horror that's happening at the same time. So I thought this film was really good at doing those things and combining those things and making it fun and scary. What I think is the true scary and tragic thing, this film has a 34% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I think is just insane. I have no idea what was going on. And you would go like, Jones, why do you like such terrible movies? And if you would ask Danny, you know, he would just say like, that's your thing. Jones likes terrible movies. Maybe, I don't know. If I had to think of a single scene, the one that really got to me was what I was referencing, when you just see what happens when someone's in an airlock.
Oh my God. It's starting. My eyes.
Don't think about him. Shut him. Just shut him as tight as you can.
And they get pushed out in space. And I'm not gonna go beyond that, but just the tension that they were able to induce in that. If I had to give this movie a letter grade, I think I'd probably give it a B+ or an A-. There's just something about it. And part of that is it's 100% subjective. I saw this when I was still a teenager. And so there's just something about when you see movies at that age where they just stick with you. This is a film that is directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. You will know him from such films as Death Race and Resident Evil and things like that. So if you have seen either of those films, you kind of have some idea. For my part, I still think that this is probably one of the best films he's made, but we'll find out. Be on the lookout for an Interstellar reference, or no, other way around, a reference to this film in Interstellar. If you've seen Interstellar, or you've seen it relatively recently, watch this and see if Christopher Nolan was cribbing Paul W.S. Anderson's work. And, you know, if you do happen to see it and haven't seen it before, jump on Discord and let me know. If you have seen it before, you think it's one of your favorite films, or you don't like it at all, let me know. I'm really curious what you think. I think it's fair to say that this is a cult classic. Everyone that I talked to about the movie really likes it. I actually have never met anyone that has seen it and doesn't like it. So if you're one of those people, let me know. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Hasta lasagna.